Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Hotpoint UH8F1CG freezer. The G at the end of the model number stands for graphite, which is this colour. It is also available in white, but basically all the features and benefits that I show you here are the same across the two models. And really what I want to do is to show you around the product, some of the features that it offers, and why it's a freezer that we sell really well. So let's have a look. So first of all, the dimensions on this model are 187.5 centimetres high, 59.5 centimetres wide, and 63 centimetres deep. So really all I'd ask before you think about ordering one of these or any freezer, just have a measure as to the gap that you've got. Also something else to pay attention to is the depth. You will find that on quite a few tall freezers and fridge freezers actually now, that the depth are standard than a 60 centimetre worktop. So if it is going to go into a worktop, then just check the depth, because at 63 centimetres that is from the grill, I'll show you around the back in a bit, but it's from the grill to the front. It doesn't include the handle. Just one thing to point out is that it's got a long metal handle, and I know it's a minor point, but quite a few other brands put cheap plastic handles on. But that's one thing I do really like about it. It's just a nice, strong, sturdy handle, so it just avoids it breaking in the future. And as we open the door, first thing you'll notice is there are quite a few compartments in here. I will zoom in because I know at the moment you can't see the full height of it, but basically you've got 7 compartments in here. The bottom 5 are actually drawers and the top 2 are flaps. So first of all, I'll show you at the top here. As I just said, you've got 2 flaps at the top here rather than drawers, and quite a few brands are doing this kind of design. And what you've got is you've actually got 2 glass shelves here, so just there, and the one above is actually a glass shelf that you can take out. But the beauty of having this design is if you've got something really big that you want to put in the freezer, I always use the example of a turkey at Christmas. What you can do, and it's quite a good design actually, is that you can actually take these top 2 out. So it's quite a simple design. It's just a plastic clip, and you take the front flap out, and then to put that, well, I'll just show you that what you've got is the glass shelf here. So if you want to, you can take that out and you could put your huge turkey on that shelf, and then it just allows you the extra space in the freezer without having to try and cram it in and risk damaging something above. You can also do it in this one where you take that shelf out if you really want to, but to put that back in you just need to locate that clip that back in, and then you're ready to go. So it's quite an interesting design. I must say I haven't seen that clip arrangement from other brands, but I must say it works. So at the bottom here you've actually got 5 drawers, and these are all proper full drawers like this. And what I'll do is I will just measure them just to give you the internal dimensions. So you've got 39 centimetres wide. The depth of these is around 36 centimetres, and then you're looking at around 17 centimetres high. So that's the same for these 4 drawers, and then the bottom drawer, as with most freezers, is slightly shallower. So the actual, well, the height is a little bit more, but the width is the same as the dimensions I just showed you. You do get an ice pack in here that can be useful. Just show you that it does come with a cheeky little ice cube tray. I'm sure if you have a look in one of your drawers or cupboards, then you might find a stash of these anyway, but this comes with this model. Now another huge advantage of this freezer is that it's actually frost free, and the main benefit is that you shouldn't have to defrost it. And what you'll find is that a lot of freezers, especially this height, are frost free, but I'd always look out for some, especially some of the cheaper ones, because they're not necessarily frost free, and there's nothing worse than having to defrost it once or even twice a year, especially having to take out all the drawers and to take out the clumps of ice. But clearly with this model then you shouldn't have that issue. So I'll just show you at the top of the freezer, and when it's plugged in it should show that, and what you can do is you can actually turn it on and off using that button there. And first of all, it comes up as -18 degrees, and that's normally the recommended temperature to have a freezer on. What you can do is you can press the button and that can change the temperature, so you can go down to -24, and then you can also change it to -16. So you just press that button there, and I do really like the display on there. What you've also got is an eco setting. Now this is really a manual feature, and what you need to do is, if you have, say, cheaper electricity during the night, or if you're going away on holiday for example, then before you go, then just press that button, and what it tries to do is to run slightly more efficiently. It's quite difficult to explain, but if you have got cheaper electricity at night, or if you are going on holiday, then just press that button before you go, and then hopefully that should save you a little bit of money. So what you'll find is that it's actually got an alarm on here, and this is on at the moment, and this is basically telling me that I've left the door open for 2 minutes. And I must say, especially if you've got kids that come in to go and get an ice cream or something and leave the door open accidentally, then something like that is vital, and I must say I'm really pleased that Hotpoint have put it on here. So this model is actually hinged on the left, but what you find is that you have actually got the full instructions to show you how to change it to a right hand hinge if you want to. Just one other thing to mention, I know it's not hugely relevant, but I try and point these little things out, is that the seal on it can be replaced quite easily. So if in several years time you find that the seal, well, the door isn't sealing properly, then you can actually just buy another door seal and then put it in yourself. You wouldn't normally need to get an engineer out to do that. It's quite an easy process. You just normally pull that out, and then that should just all clip in. And what you'll find is you need to make sure that the seal is working properly. So I would recommend every now and then just get a warm damp cloth and just wipe it over the seal, just to make sure it's working properly. I'll just show you the energy label on this model. It's an A+ energy rating, so very good, and also the capacity on here is 259 litres. What you'll find is that there is actually a sister model to this, which is the UH8F1CG, and either G, which is graphite, or there is the white version available. But what you'll find is the main difference with that model is that the height on it is only 167 centimetres high, so it's a bit shorter, and also the capacity, whereas it's 259, the capacity on the sister model is 223 litres. So overall a bit smaller, and to be fair, for some people you might not want this sort of height. If you are thinking of buying one of these models, either graphite or the white one, or even one of the shorter versions, then I have provided a couple of links below to show you where to get them at competitive prices. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Hotpoint UH8F1CG freezer. Still a bit of a mouthful. Please give us a thumbs up on a YouTube video, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video, whether you've actually got one of these, or thinking of buying one. If you've got any comments to make, then just leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.